In today's video, we're going to talk about the difference between dynamic scenes and pro scenes inside of Evmux, so that way you understand when and how to utilize each. So let's go ahead and dive into my Evmux account so I can break down the difference between the two. So once you're inside of your Evmux live stream editor, you're going to see on the left hand side, you're going to see dynamic scenes and pro scenes. So let's go ahead and kick off with dynamic scenes. Dynamic scenes inside of Evmux has been designed to make it easy for you to be able to dive into Evmux and get started recording or live streaming content. It is the easiest way to get started because it's predefined templates. There's hardly no flexibility and customization, so it's easy for you to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and break that down. Inside of dynamic scenes, you're going to see that you're going to get access to add some kind of branding, but that's going to be the limit of the customization. So you're going to see brand settings. You're going to be able to change the themes, be able to go ahead and change the color. You can go ahead and add your logo. You can go ahead and add an overlay. You can add video clips, and you can go ahead and change your background. So you do have flexibility to be able to add certain features and certain elements to be able to add to the level of production of your recording or live streams, but you're very limited to the layouts. And again, this dynamic scenes is utilized to be able to take you from getting into an account and starting to live stream or record content. So you can see here at the bottom, you're going to have predefined templates that Evmux has been created for you that are available inside of dynamic scenes, allowing you to be able to just have you on the screen, be able to have you and another guest, be able to have split, and be able to manipulate and move around if you have multiple guests on there. And then you're able to simply go ahead and go live right at the gate, be able to share your screen. So again, when is it good to utilize dynamic scenes? Dynamic scenes is great for someone who doesn't need to have so much customizations and wants to have flexibility on where your camera's positioned, where your screen share's positioned, where your guests are, how your background looks, where your logo's positioned. Everything inside of dynamic scenes is predefined for you, making it easy for you to be able to get started. Now let's dive into pro scenes. This is where I recommend that you spend the majority of your time, because this is where Evmux truly shines. This is where we give you the availability to have fully customizable live streams. So to be able to see that, pro scenes gives you flexibility to make all kinds of adjustments. So let's go ahead and use our town hall, for example. You can see here that here we have a text, we have multiple texts, we have different cameras, we have different backgrounds, we have music, we have our logo positioned, we have elements. So you can see all the different elements that are here that we're able to go ahead and add. So once you go ahead and come into Pro Scenes, we'll do a clean canvas to be able to demo this. We'll do an empty scene, you'll hit create, and you're gonna see here that you're gonna have a clean canvas, right? There's no predefined templates here at the bottom like you have inside of dynamic scenes. So you're going to come here and select add layer, and this is where you're going to be able to start your customization. So let's say I want to go ahead and add my speaker, so I add myself. This is the difference between dynamic and pro scenes. You're going to see that I'm going to be able to resize this. I'm going to be able to move this around anywhere that I like. I can go ahead and stretch it to canvas. Then I have the ability to make this a rectangle or make this a circle if I want to. So again, you can see here that pro scenes is going to allow me to be able to go ahead and have some flexibility in what it is that I'm doing here. So I can go ahead and add a video if I want to, have that video playing in the background. I can have my camera on top of it, and I can just do so much more in here. So when do you use pro scenes and when do you use dynamic? So this is going to be a great way for you to be able to determine the two. If you're just looking to go ahead and get started live streaming or recording content as fast as possible, and you're not really too concerned about having flexibility and customizations, maybe you're just a one-person show, dynamic scenes is going to be a great option for you, right? Because you're going to be able to click dynamic scenes, you're going to be able to select your layouts, and this is what most people who are utilizing web-based tools that are out there currently in the market are familiar with, right? You jump into the platform, you have these options, select 2, 3, 4 people, share your screen, position out where the screen share looks, and then go live, which is great. And that's why we wanted to include that in there for someone who just needed the bare minimum and wanted things done for them, but still had the flexibility to have some kind of customization to add your logo and branding. But Pro Scenes is where it takes you to the next level. This is where you're able to customize every aspect of your live stream or recorded content. You're able to go ahead and add an opening scene like we do here for our town hall to be able to get the show going. You're then able to add another scene for a countdown timer, and then add another scene for, you and your guest. So Pro Scenes allows you to be able to create scenes ahead of time, fully customize them to your liking, to be able to give you a smooth run of show when you're actually creating your content, right? Because in dynamic, there's no pre-setting up beforehand. So if you're here and you and your guest are there, you got to click a button and set it up and adjust everything. If you're sharing your screen, you got to use the templates that are there. Whereas inside of the Pro Scenes feature, you can see here that for our town hall, we set up scenes ahead of time, right? We have our opening scene that we start our town hall. We have our countdown scene that we add. Then we have our main talking scene, right? Then we have a video that we play. So all these things we can set up ahead of time utilizing Pro Scenes, right? You then have the option inside of Pro Scenes to also add additional features like auto switching, meaning that it'll switch from one scene to the next. You have the availability to add stinger transitions to add additional level of professionalism to your content. Now, you can utilize both Pro Scenes and dynamic scenes at the same time. What I mean by that is that you can use Pro Scenes to be able to be in here, to have you run a show, but if you ever need as a plan B to switch over to dynamic, you can simply go ahead and do that. But the difference between both of them is that dynamic is templated. You don't have too much flexibility for customization. You utilize what's available to you. And then Pro Scenes has fully customizable, right? You can create anything that you want to with whatever you can think of, add different backgrounds, add different animations, and just make it all personalized to what it is that you like inside of Pro Scenes, and then you unlock those additional features. Now, if you want to learn more about utilizing Pro Scenes, go ahead and watch this video right here where I go deep into the features inside of Pro Scenes, and in that video I share other additional features that you can learn how to utilize. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click that video right there to see more about Pro Scenes so you can start leveling up your content. I'll see you guys in the next video.